There's this little swamp right around the corner from my house. I think I was like maybe 6, and all the kids would gather there. And these kids were walking away with buckets of frogs. And I went up and was like, "What are you guys doing? This swamp is very important." And so I convinced them to put the frogs back in the pond. That, I think, really was my intro to science communication. And that I was actually able to convince them to leave the frogs there. I grew up in Gatineau, Quebec, and I didn't grow up spending my time looking at like colors or first words books. My family had some old field guides, and so you could always find me flipping through the field guides. So I always really loved animals, but I definitely didn't think that I was going to be able to pursue science as a career because I wasn't very good at maths. I have dyslexia. And so I ended up getting a job at a little reptile zoo in Ontario, showing all of these kids all of the cool different reptiles and amphibians from around the world. Seeing how effective I was as a science translator made me believe that that's what I needed to do. I realized that there was a way for me to get where I wanted to go without the standard course. I think that the approach to using humor in science translation came about solely because I was really nervous. When I get scared, I crack terrible jokes. I mean, like, some of them are like dad style terrible jokes. And people loved it. When I integrated humor, when I made people laugh, when I made a joke about myself, then people got connected. They felt connected to me. I impulsively bought a butterfly garden and have been managing it for the last 8 years. I'm absolutely the most proud of our internship program. We train them to be good and effective science translators, and they leave with pretty much all of the knowledge you would get from a first-year course, and ask them to explain things in a dynamic and fun way, because our brains are made to absorb and hold on to narratives. If you think about how we taught our kids things, we're storytellers, and we've utilized story as a way to get facts and information across as long as we've existed as modern humans. Why do we stand in a forest and just give a bunch of random facts when we're standing in an ecosystem that is a narrative? It's an active narrative that's playing out right in front of us. So if we can just get them to feel differently about nature, to me that's so much more important than them leaving knowing a whole bunch of random facts. It's about changing the way people feel, not about changing what they know.